So, my name's Purport and I run the biggest travel and credit hacking community. I've helped over 4,700 people achieve location freedom. This is all through the power of utilizing their credit cards and understanding how the travel reward system works on cards like the American Express. So, in this video, we're gonna go deep into Tyler's journey and being a part of Credit Club 2.0. He's gonna break down how he's found the program, how he's found, opening his credit cards, traveling, taking his mom on business class flights. So yeah, Tyler, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Of course, my name is Tala. I am 22 years old and was 20 when I joined the program. I'm currently a university student doing accounting, and I also run 2 online businesses.
Amazing, amazing. So Tyler, let's just dive straight into it. Tell me how you found the Credit Club 2.0 program, and then we'll go into the nits and grits of what you've been able to achieve with the program.
I would simply say the program was life-changing for me personally. From not being very knowledgeable about credit, I would say, then learning about all the hacks, gaining points, flying business class, taking my mum business class flights. It's truly been life-changing, and getting funded for my businesses too. I would say, yeah, it's helped me quite a lot. Changing my life, honestly.
So what we'll do is I'll throw up some screenshots of Tyler putting his mom in business class. I think you sent me a photo of it before, and then we'll throw some of you in business class and some of the prices that you were able to achieve. Do you want to talk about, how much you paid for the business class flight to fly your mom and yourself, and how much it would normally cost you, and whether it was, worth all the effort and time that you put in?
No, of course, top of my head, I think both of the flights costed me, I think they were relatively the same price. Both of them were usually my mother's flight was around £3,000 if obviously paid in full. My flight was around, I think, 4.5k or 3k, something along those lines too. And I've paid for both around £300 to £400.
Damn, so you paid for both flights £300 to £400, where it would normally cost you £4,000 to £3,000. Absolutely crazy. I mean, that's literally 10% of what it would actually cost you, which is wild. How did you find that? Was it something that you thought was possible before you joined the program, or were you a bit skeptical before you joined and didn't think, it'd be a possibility to actually put your mom in business class and put yourself in business class flights?
Of course, I was skeptical, yes, I'll be very honest with you. If you remember, I actually booked in calls with you and then cancelled. It happened 2 or 3 times. But once I jumped on, and the funny thing is, when we were signing up, my card stopped working out of nowhere. And you obviously told me to just make the payment in your own time, which obviously I managed to do. And then once I joined, the very next day we opened my card, and I think you already have my video recorded where my reaction, I was just so surprised with what I saw in the course. And yeah, man, anything is now I'm anything is possible. But me telling myself 2 years ago that this will be possible, no, I wouldn't believe it back then.
Yes. So what we'll do is I'll try and find that video. I can't promise, but I'll try and find it somewhere. I'll throw up that video of Tyler from 2 years ago.
Telegram?
Is it on Telegram?
The main chat.
I'll try and find it. So we'll throw up Tyler's video of him getting his business card open. And you said it took you 24. Was it 24 hours that we got that card open for you?
Less than 24 hours. So we did sign up on one around midday, but then because of the payment issues, it was around 8 to 9 p.m. And then I would say the very next day around 7 p.m. we got the card open.
Wicked. Now, a crazy thing that you guys probably don't know is that obviously Tyler's been with us for 2 years. He's been obviously a part of the program, but he kind of dived really deep into it, and he built a passion towards the credit card stuff, the travel side of things. So, he's become a very active member of the community, and actually now he helps out with Credit Club. He helps some of the members when they have questions. He helps with opening cards, and he's actually become a really big part of Credit Club, which I absolutely love. So I wanted you guys to know that, he is, a part of Credit Club now. 2 years ago, he wasn't. He just joined to get the help, and now 2 years later, he's helping us out with a couple of things that we need help with. And, it's crazy to see your journey. Another thing I kind of wanted to touch on was the funding side of things. So like you said, you're a uni student, but you've got ridiculous amounts of credit that you have access to, and you were literally telling me this before we turned the cameras on, how you're currently doing a bit of drop shipping and you're making 1 to 2k a day.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of let the guys know how the funding's really helping you achieve that?
Of course. So let's actually start from Amazon FBA too, because that's like my first business. I've actually made a post about this on the school platform too. Again, with Amazon FBA, the thing is you need to buy products first, and then you send it to Amazon, then they sort of sell it out. The beautiful thing about the Amex is that they give you 54 days to actually pay the cards off. So it actually gave me a lot of time to actually buy the products, send it in, get them sold out, and then when I got the money, I used to pay the Amex off too. The thing is, I didn't have a lot of credit lending before. I think I was sitting at around 2k, but then when I got the card, the starting initial limit I got was around 3k, and then I sort of slowly, I think it's around 50k at this point, 40-50k, somewhere around that mark. And that amount of money, it's really easy for me to actually scale up my businesses and spend money on it. Now currently I'm spending around 1k on ads every day, and then I think around 700 to 800 pounds on product cost in itself. And then obviously, you know that Shopify takes like 3-4 days to actually pay you out. So during that time, obviously ramping up using the card for like every spend, obviously generating points with that too. So yeah, if I didn't have Amex, I don't think I would have scaled my store as fast as I have now, because we've literally went from 0 to like I think 5k days in a matter of 5 days.
Yeah, and that's the huge power of having these credit cards open. A lot of people just look at, what we do within Credit Club as just, the travel hacking and the hotels, which is amazing, which Tyler was able to do. Fly his mom in business class, fly himself in business class, stay at nice hotels. However, what he's taken away from all of this is that he's using credit as a catalyst to boost his businesses, which is all credit is. It's a tool that will help you leverage and take your business to a whole nother level compared to if you were going to start with zero credit and your own actual money. Okay, so one more question I kind of had for you, Tyler, was, how have you found the actual program, the videos, the actual support system within the program? Just break down, how you found your time actually going through the material, the community, the support system, and would you recommend it to someone else?
Of course, no. So, 2 years ago when I actually joined in, obviously it was yourself there, and you were like very one-to-one with people. You were giving them time. Even the people who didn't join, like me personally, when I didn't actually become a member, you were giving me a lot of time too, answering my questions, obviously jumping calls with myself. And I believe that's like the content side of things, like it's been good since day one, but obviously now as time has went on, you have updated the videos, the quality has been top class now. The beautiful thing about the program, in my opinion, again, is the one-to-one support. Like, even though now we've expanded so much and you obviously have like a team that can handle everything, I would say, even if you're not there, at the end of the day, you're still there every single day. And you're not just there to help people out, obviously, with the credit, but like with their own businesses, mental health. I've even seen you talk to people about like their own relationships too. With me personally too, you've helped me with a lot with my other businesses too. You were kind enough to look at my ads one day too. So it's not just about credit, I'd say. It's about like you help people out with like everything in general too, which again is really nice. But again, coming back to the credit stuff, that's top notch too, I would say.
Yeah, amazing. So yeah, like you said, for me, it's about kind of connecting with everyone that joins. So it's nice to hear that from you as well when you're telling me that, I've been there for you. And, for me, it doesn't hurt. If you're a part of the program, if you want help with, other stuff other than credit, and I can actually put my 2 cents in and I can actually help you out with it, of course I will, not a problem. So that's good to hear. Another thing I was going to ask you, the length of the videos, that's a common question we get asked. Are they long? Are they easy? How long will it take someone to go through it? How long did it take you when you first started to go through the videos? I know obviously now there's a lot more videos. Like you said, we've obviously expanded, added more content, and that's part of the game with us. We're always trying to put the newest credit stuff out there and the newest methods and newest things that we, learn, so you guys can actually go out there and implement it. But how long would you say the course is to go through?
I would say, for me personally, I went through more than half of it in just one night. They're very to the point, I would say. Like, I'm not going to throw shade on anybody, but like a lot of the courses, like they waffle a lot, give less knowledge. But in our case, it's like very straight to the point. They are long, like some of the videos are long, but then again, they are obviously filled with important information. Like none of it is like just talking about random stuff, if that makes sense. So I would say if you give it because the thing is, like, even though the videos are there, sometimes you still need to go through the videos over and over again to actually sort of set that knowledge in, because there's a lot to suck in. But again, with the amounts of knowledge it has, I believe it's very, like, it's packaged in a very good manner. I can't say it's long or if it's short, but I would say it's like the most ideal length, I would say.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, so normally when I ask this question from people, they kind of say it takes them, it depends on how much time they have, but you can go through it in a day, you can go through it in a week. It just depends how fast you want to go through it, which is amazing. And then before we kind of wrap up this video, I really want to we've talked about your business, we've talked about the flights, but I really just want to take you back. How did it feel when your mom, flew in business class? How was that feeling? How did she feel? And, did you think it was possible to put her on a business class flight at such a young age? When you did it, I think you were 21. I don't know, but yeah, man, that's crazy. Tell us about that whole experience, because I know people watching this video right now would love to put their family in business class or even first class. And that's one of the things I always get asked, can I put my family members on flights? And I always say yes, and please do it. Fly yourself in business class, but please put your mom and dad in business class. It's just one of the best feelings ever, because I've done it, you've done it, but tell them, how was it on your end doing it?
It was just amazing. Like, I mean, my mother, she travels to Pakistan quite a lot. She's been traveling for a long time to like a lot of countries, but she never actually flew business class. And I mean, before we actually jumped on, she always used to like look at people. Obviously, business class people, they have like a separate queue. They go into their own flights. Again, not too busy on their side, but it's like when I took her to the airport, obviously we had a separate, obviously like a check-in lane, and like the experience from 80s, like I could see it on her face. Like at the end of the day, it's like when you obviously just don't go through that busy spot, you just go through your own lane. Checked her in, obviously she went in, and then as soon as she was in, she obviously had access to the lounge too. So she was obviously eating there, having some buffet, and then as soon as she was in the flights, obviously she sent me some pictures of herself on there, and obviously I phoned her up, and I could just see the happiness like from her voice. And me personally, I just felt really proud of myself. I honestly wanted to fly business class myself first, but my mother just got lucky, so she got the chance to fly business class first, and yeah, I mean, I still wouldn't take that away. Yeah, if I have to do it over and over again, I'd just do it. I'd do it again. You just feel the same way.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. That's always really nice to hear. All right, so Tyler, one last thing I was gonna ask you, because I know you're a bit busy and you need to go somewhere, is just real quick, what would you say to someone that's on the verge of joining and is a little bit unsure? What would you tell them?
I mean, I would just say the best investment you can make is an investment within yourself, and I can say for myself, this is by far the best investment I've made personally. If you're on the verge of it, just go ahead, pull the trigger. I'm sure you won't get disappointed.
Wicked. That's amazing. So yeah, that's Tyler, Credit Club 2.0 member for 2 years. I'm gonna throw up some more of his stuff that he's been able to achieve, the video of him when we got his card open, some of his testimonials. There's probably loads that I could throw up on the screen. I'm gonna try and get as many as I can to show you guys what he's been able to do. But that being said, still thinking about joining the program, it's great to hear Tyler's story, but what we also do have is a free course that you guys can have access to, where it goes over everything you need to know about the basics of credit. It's a full masterclass. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that video right now, so you guys can go and actually watch that video. It will be in the description of this video as well. You can click it. It's a 2-hour-long course, so you could go out there and watch that video. But on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video, and if you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section. I will personally answer it and give you the answers that you need.